This is the most downloaded mod on City Skylines 2, and it is essential for so many things. The Move It mod allows you to, of course, move things, and you can access it by pressing this symbol on the bottom right, which opens the mod, or you can press N on your keyboard, that opens it as well. Now, going through the interface, you have different modes. The single mode, which is selected by default. It allows you to pick singular nodes like this tent here. Or it's a tree, and you can move it around. You can take singular buildings just like this and just click it and drag it wherever you want to have. For example, closer to the sidewalk or a bit further back. The great thing is with all of these features, you can press undo, which will remove it to the original place. Let's show it again. Let's say we just take a building and just put it somewhere random. You have to be careful they disappear. If they don't have road access, there are other mods for it that solve this. If you just put it here, you can press go back and it will put it back at the original spot. I have to do it twice right now. And you can even undo the undoing. So you could just get it back by pressing the button on the right. This is probably the most useful feature of it. Next, there is the marquee tool, this rectangle here in the middle. It allows you to, by dragging over the buildings, select multiple. It doesn't have to be buildings, it can be nodes, it can be streets, it can be trees. You can select as many as you want and then move them all together somewhere. This is if you want to keep a certain arrangement. Of course, undo works as well. And for this one, there's a really useful tool. These are the filters in the bottom right. You can select the things you want to move. So if we disable everything apart from plants, for example, and we make a new selection in the same area, we just drag the circle, and now only plants, which are these circular things, are selected, which then we can move out of the buildings or move around freely. This works for buildings, surfaces, props, nodes, which we'll get to, segments, basically everything you would want to select, you can select singularly. The last of these three tools allows you to highlight street nodes, with which you can shape your streets custom as you wish. For example, curving a street around after placing it, just like this, or dragging the point of the intersection somewhere else, just shaping it to the exact desires that you have. So you can make all the funky and crazy intersections you would love to have. Lastly, in the toolbox, you can see there are some more special features like to object or terrain height. You can choose whether the object you select and move around will stick to the height it currently has or will adjust to the height where you place it. And you can select how to rotate buildings. If we take one again here, we can move it around, and you can decide how you want to rotate buildings. So if we take one here, right now it's rotated around the center, and you can change that up for your preference as well. These are the basic features of the mod. If you would like to see an in-depth tutorial on it, let me know in the comments. Happy gaming!